how to get flawless foundation and concealer. You guys, just like the song says, it is all about the base. It doesn't matter how beautiful your eyes come out, how plump and luscious your lips look. If your foundation is not on point, you're wasting your time. So in this video, I want to share with you guys just easy steps to follow, things you want to do before you even apply foundation, and then steps on how to get the foundation and the concealer to just look right. You guys, if you like these type of videos, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to share, and yeah, but keep on watching. Let's get started. And before we move on to the fun stuff, the makeup, let's just get one thing straight. If your skin is not right, your makeup will not look its best. And what I mean by that, you have to have a routine that is appropriate to your skin type, whether you have dry, combination, oily skin. One thing that I recommend is having a good cleanser, a good toner, a good serum, and a good moisturizer to use day and night. And then there are the products that are going to take your skin to the next level. And one thing that I like to focus on is exfoliation. Now, there are two kinds of exfoliations. You can have a chemical exfoliation, which is a peel kind. And one of my favorites right now is the Dr. Dennis Gross Clinical Grade Resurfacing Peel. I did a review on it. I shared on my Instagram. I'm going to put a link underneath. The reason that this is one of my favorites right now is because you can leave it on. It's not adding an extra step, because you have to, some of them you have to wash off, but this one you just leave on your skin and you go, and you are going to visibly notice your skin will look smoother and just more radiant and beautiful. I love this product so much. And then for a different type of exfoliation, I love the Pixie Peel and Polish, and this is the product right here. This one I shared with you guys also on my blog, and I also did a short Instagram video. I love this stuff. You apply it, you let it work its magic for 2 minutes, and then you scrub. So you kind of get a 2-in-1. You get the chemical plus the manual exfoliation. And when you're scrubbing, which is optional, if you have sensitive skin, you might want to skip that step. But if you're doing your makeup right after, you can take advantage of the little exfoliating beads and kind of work those areas that tend to give you a hard time when it comes to your makeup application. So that now that we have that out of the way, that is my recommendation, guys. Always exfoliate. Always just give your skin that extra boost. When you exfoliate, you remove dead skin cells. You're just removing all that dead skin and renewing your skin, so it's gonna look more vibrant and more beautiful, which means you'll need less makeup and it'll stay longer. Whatever you apply will look better and just smoother, and yeah, you won't look like you're trying to cover a bunch of shit. So now that we got the exfoliation tips out of the way, let's get to the prepping of the skin for makeup. Now, primers. You hear it all the time. Do you really need a primer? Do you really need it? I don't know. I don't know if your skin needs a primer, you guys. Everybody is different. Some people, I have seen it with my own eyes, they put moisturizer on, and there's just moisturizer, and then directly go to their makeup, and their skin looks absolutely perfect. Now, if you notice that you do that and your skin is still lacking, your makeup is still lacking, or by 3 hours in your makeup is gone, you need a primer. So just listen to your skin. I'm not here to push products on you, but one of my favorite primers, because it does so much more than just a skin primer, is this one by Tatcha, and it is the Silk Canvas. And the best way that I can describe this and why I love it so much is it creates a barrier between your skin and makeup. Now remember, makeup, it's meant to sit on your face. It's not supposed to penetrate your pores. When it does, that's when you can have issues. That's when your pores start to get clogged and you start to get breakout from makeup. Now a primer like this will help prevent that. Okay, so I'm going to start by priming my face. And for this primer, you only need a little bit. And I know I overdo it all the time, but you really just, oh, and I'm not giving you, let me not give you the finger, guys. I'm only gonna use just a little bit. And one thing that I love about this primer is how well it works to prep the under eyes. So bring it all everywhere. Everywhere, I just kind of rub it into the skin. Today I'm going to use Huda Beauty in the shade Tres Leche. And this is a long wearing matte foundation. So this is my tip, you guys. Always, whether you're using a brush, a sponge, or whatever tool you're using, always start with a little bit of product, especially when you're using a high coverage foundation like this one. A little bit goes a long way. And always start in the center of your skin and work the product out. Biggest mistake that I notice from that people make is not match the rest of their body with their foundation. You guys, it's very simple. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to bathe in your foundation. Just whatever is left on your sponge or brush, make sure that you touch up your ears, especially if you're going to be wearing your hair up. Bring down the foundation to your neck and also your décolletage. If you're wearing a turtleneck, avoid this step. But otherwise, I definitely recommend this, because even no matter how close to your skin tone the foundation is, it's always going to be a little bit off, especially when it oxidizes and as we add more products. But you want that base to just look like it's your skin, right? So now it's time to conceal. Now, one thing that you want to take in consideration is that concealing is not the same as brightening. It's two different steps. When we talk about concealing, you are trying to color correct, basically. So I have a lot of darkening around here. I have this vein here, and I don't have much of an under eye circles right now because I did a treatment for that. But basically, that is the first step. I am going to go in with e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and I am using the shade Medium Beige. You guys, I've really been enjoying this concealer a lot. And the main reason that I love it is because it barely needs any setting. The other day, I put some makeup in my car. I do my makeup in my car 9 times out of 10. And I forgot to pack a setting powder. However, this was so good. I didn't even need, I didn't feel like I even needed a setting powder. So I put just a little bit, and I don't know if you can tell, but this shade has a coral, like orangey tone to it. That is what's going to conceal all the purples and that, you know, the veins and all that, you know, imperfections. That shade is what's going to cancel that out. So, and the brush that I'm using is Morphe E20. I like to use a brush for this step because I feel that the coverage is more intense than with the sponge. So I do take that correcting all over the lids and obviously and focus it on that corner here. And whatever's left, then I bring it down here. The one mistake that I notice a lot of people make is applying too much concealer, you guys. You want to just work product little by little. That will be the best way that you can guarantee that your concealer is not going to cake up on you, that you're not going to be blending here for hours. And yeah. So a little bit goes a long way with this product. And you see, instantly it canceled out about 90% of that vein. That is taken care of. I am going to go in and now brighten my under eye. And for this, I'm going to be using the KKW Conceal in number 8. Tip I have for you is just don't bring it up there. Don't bring the concealer all the way up. Leave like a good space in between. And then I'm going to show you how I blend this out. For this step, I like to do a 2-in-1. I am brightening as well as kind of starting the contouring process. So I am going to highlight this area here, the little tree, just a little bit in the tip of my nose. I don't like to go too crazy with my nose contouring. And I like to highlight my little butt chin there. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with the same brush, the Morphe E20. This is my holy grail brush. I will be doing my favorite brushes for you guys, but there's no secret. I love this brush. I freaking love this brush so much. Guys, instead of buffing things in place, I am pressing down that concealer, working that excess to where I feel like I need it. And now I am going to bring what's left after blending that, the excess, then I bring it up a little closer to my bottom lash line. How light do you want to go with your concealer? That is optional, you guys. I personally, if you can tell, I like to go just up to 2 shades lighter. I don't like anything lighter than that. Now, before I move on to anything else, I need to set that concealer into place, you guys. And my number 1 translucent setting powder is the Mercier. And this is just the regular translucent powder. I have my baby here, my big one, and it's already gone. There is no more left. So now I'm using the travel size. And again, I'm going to do my favorite brush, but here's one that you'll see then, and I'm going to show you right now. It is the Mercier Glow Powder. Now, this brush came out with their Glow setting powder, which I really like. Here's the tip, you guys. Put the powder in your brush or your sponge. You can also use your sponge to do that. Look up with your ring finger. Make sure to smooth out under the eyes so that you don't have any lines. Remember that what you set with the powder, that's what you're doing. You're setting that. So you want to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. And then you want to come with the powder and just set that in place. Once you set your concealer, your concealer shouldn't move, guys. So baking is just a step, in my opinion, that you do if you're going to do your eyes after you did your concealer, and it really just helps to catch any fallouts. I don't think that, apart from maybe causing your under eyes to look extra dry and extra crusty, I don't think baking really does much more than that, unless you go with a really light powder, or you use something like this, also by KKW, and it is their Brighten powder. It's really shouldn't affect the finish of your under eye. It's left on the brush and set the rest of my foundation. Okay guys, so I went ahead and did this eye look. I did record it and it's going live on my Instagram, so make sure to follow me there. I always post their little 1-minute tutorials, quick and straight to straight to the point. But yeah, as you can see, I did a little bit of contouring just with bronzer, my blush, my highlighter, and I'm ready to take on the day, you guys, with confidence that this foundation and this routine is going to look on point even 12 hours from now. I guarantee you guys that if you take care of your skin, if you don't overdo it, don't apply a bunch of shit, and also listen to your skin, see how it works, try out products if you are preparing for a special event. Don't test new things. Do not, you guys, go with your trusty products, go with your trusted routine, your techniques. But if you have some time to play around, do experiment, go into Sephora, get some samples, just try out different things. You will find the foundation that best complements your skin, as well as the tools. Just play around and have fun, and it's makeup. All right, you guys, I was just coughing for 1 minute straight. I think it's like the cue that the time is up and I need to go to bed. But guys, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to comment, leave me some suggestions underneath of what type of videos you want to see, what type of things you want me to talk about, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, take care.